Yeah, okay, mate. Let's have a look here. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, MAXE. That's the one I'm on here. Honestly, this looks really good. I like the volume. I like the slight uptick here. Even after this, I like the range. We've kind of built this range here. Yes, there was deviations on the range, but the range itself is pretty clear. Quite often, this can be a little bit of a test pump in a way, and price in ranges like this, when we break out, can often like to retest this range, and obviously if it's strong, then you'll break out of the range and go even higher. I also like the white 100 moving average, the way it's forming here, the white 100 moving average, and it's just forming flat on the price. This also I kind of like as a potential deviation area. I mean, it is a deviation area. As long as you're holding above this yellow line here, this is technically bullish now, and this should go higher. Obviously, the white 100 moving average is also that line, coincidentally. So yeah, I like this. I think it's a buy, spot buy, to be honest. I think any dips back to that white 100 moving average are buys to then go higher. I would be targeting, there, top range. I would be targeting there as a first target, and if all goes well, it definitely could go higher. That's the 3-day. There's no red 200 formed on the chart yet. Yeah, it's not quite the same, but if I can squeeze LDO in here, you can kind of see what happened. It also had this sort of similar range. I know it was a different type of range. Maybe I should have picked a better chart, but the white 100 was coming across here, as you can see, and eventually the red 200 moved. But when you're above this white 100 again, price kind of continued higher, and then eventually when the red 200 forms underneath, it got stronger, and it gives added support, is what I'm trying to say, and it moved up. I know LDO failed there on the highs, which was a little bit frustrating. No, it's okay yet. It would have been nice to see this break out and run, but it didn't, and it kind of failed. But the overall pattern and structure kind of reminds me of LDO. And to be honest, maybe I should have used OP as another example. Slightly more similar, but again, you can see the white 100 moving average, when price broke up here and consolidated and got above it, there's a decent chance that it can continue to run. As you can see there, slightly different, but if this gets any strength at all and starts taking out this high here, Canto can run pretty hard, I would say. Again, look at the red 200 moving average forming here. I know it is getting pullbacks from here, but overall I think that's okay. But even if Canto is getting up to here, that's a double in price even by the time it gets up there. So yeah, I'm a fan of it. To me, it looks good for a spot buy. Obviously, as long as it holds above here, above the white 100. There's another coin actually. Let me compare it here quickly. STX maybe? Oh no, STG. I forget now. Yeah, it was STG. Now I called in the group down here. It says STG looks good. It reminds me of similar to LDO and all of those coins, and I called for buys in here because this should break out of the white 100 and run, and so far it did. I even told Sam to buy it, YouTube Sam. So you can see here when it broke the white 100, it kind of has that similar sort of structure. Don't know if it's not identical, but when we broke this structure here, price was able to run, and the white 100 supported price. So something similar happening here. If we can get moves up and above this, it's looking very good. But even up to there is obviously a very nice move on its own. So yeah, very nice find. Yeah, looks good for a spot buy to me.